Alright, just finished up 7, moving on to the next question here. So on this one, we need to again draw the scatter plot for the day and draw a trend line and write the equation of that trend line. And so here I put arm span on as my x values, and I put height as my y values. So now I just need to plot all these points. 156, 162. So we're gonna a point right there. 157, 160. It's probably gonna be right there. Oops, I'm not even going right very far. Like that. 159, 162. So we'll put that guy right there. 160, 155. 161, 160. It's right there. 161, 162. Right there. 162, 170. Right there. 165, 166. 170, 170. Looks like that. 170, 167. 173. And 185. There. And then 173, 176. So there's that. And we do have a slight positive trend here. This looks like so. So here, if I just use some of the points I have here to help me get values. So I have my trend line. I need to now get the equation of that line. And so here, let me just figure out a few points real quick. So let's use perhaps this point over here. That'd be the point 171, 175. Let's use a point over here on the left side, probably here, which would be the point 160, comma 158. Let's do 7. A little bit lower than that. Okay. So what 2 points you use just kind of depends on how you drew your line. That's about 2 points that my line goes through. So I need to get the change in y, change in x to get my slope. So I need to do 175 minus 157 over 171 minus 160, and that'll give me my slope. That's a change of 22 on top, and on bottom that's a change of 11. So I'm looking at a slope of 2. So I have a slope of 2, and if I just use one of those points in my equation, I can use it to get my actual equation. So I'll do y minus 175 equals 2 times x minus 171. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 171 is a number I don't have memorized, so I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator to get 342. And so I got y minus 175. I'm going to add 175 to both sides. And now we're looking at y equals 2x minus 167. So I feel like my equation is way off. But I guess not too bad. Because I am going down by 2 every time I go to the left 1, and I have a lot to go left. Anyway, that's roughly what your equation will look like. Moving on to the next part, there's this scatter plot here, and we need to figure out average salary in 1991. Well, this is 88, this is 89, this is 90, this is 91. And so if we're trying to look in 1991, we'd go, well, we need to get a trend line going. It looks something like that. 91 is going to be about here. We're looking at maybe 43,000. So that, yeah, is looking at about 43 for that point there. That'd be like the point 1143. And estimate the average salary in 98. Well, we'd have to get the equation of this line first. 98's not for a few, quite a bit later, like 4 more tick marks over. So we have to get the equation on the line. And after we get that, then we can plug in 98, which would match up to 18 for x, and then go in from there. And so let's use this point. We already have the point 1143. Let's get another point. Let's see here. Hey, that looks like a point we can use, which would be the point 1448. That's an 8. And now we have those 2 points. We can get slope. Maybe just do 48 minus the 43, and do 14 minus 11. 48 minus 43 is 5. Bottom is 3, so we're looking at a slope of 5/3. Y minus equals 5/3. X minus, and let's use this point here because it's there and it's available. The 43. So that goes with that. And now you just need to simplify that a bit. Distribute the 5/3. And now you're looking at y minus 43 equals 5/3. X minus 55/3. And then if you add 43, you're looking at y equals 5/3 x. 55/3. This would be plus about 24 2/3, which, if you turn it back into to an improper fraction, comes out to 74/3. Anyway, so here we finally have our little equation, and now we need to plug in what year 1998 is, which is 18. So this x is going to get replaced with 18. I'm going to do y equals 5/3 of 18 plus 74/3. And if you do that, I'm going to bring it up here. You're going to get y equals 5 times 18 divided by the 3. Let's see, 43 is looking like 54 2/3, which, if you translate that to the dollars, you're looking at $54,666 for average salary in 98. And that would be all of your assignment.